Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Corporate Gamer Broadcast. I am your host, Corporate Gamer, and today we are going to be playing some more Outer Worlds. Been liking the game so far, and I think that it is a good game. So we will continue right now. Just give me 1 second, just want to make sure that everything is good. All right. Um, I am so sorry. I pressed the wrong button. I hate this. Hmm. I am so freaking sorry for that. I pressed the wrong button. I hate it. I want to disable it. I think I'm going to move the edge section somewhere else because I do not like it where it is, and it is not a good place to be. So, before I start, I wanted to say thank you to whoever is hosting me: Big Bad Bizarre Gaming, Overrider, Wasteland Ruckus, PK Theater, The Nixter 15, The Great Champino, Angry Gorilla, Still the Bad Guy Gaming, Mr. Garp 1988, Gallows Adler, Got to Choose, and Creative Dude. Thank you for the hosts. Really appreciate it. All right, and I really apologize for the ad that ran right before. Um, I pressed the wrong freaking roll, the wrong button. It's so stupid that you can't. If you run an ad during your stream, um, it disables the pre rolls, but there's no way for you to actually know. It's so stupid. I don't like this whole thing. I know I'm getting more money, technically, if I run an ad, but it's freaking pennies that you get. I might as well. I'm more interested in getting a sub or getting a follow than running a stupid ad that's gonna give me like 3 cents every like 6 months. Anyways, that is my rant for the day. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. I am back. I don't know what I'm doing right now, so I have to look at the map. If it could load, that'd be very nice. Thank you. That's not the mode I want to see. How do I fix the radio arrays in the main shaft? Get new parts for the radiators. You need to get new parts for the radiator array to keep the groundbreaker from overheating. Jun Lee wants you to salvage the parts for radiators from the old machinery in the back bays. Let's do that. Seems to be pretty simple. So let's do that. So yesterday I didn't really do much other than just leaving Edgewater, and I went back to um, Gallows Adler. It's weird because when he hosts me, it says 500,000 viewers every time. It's amazing. Yeah, the last time I left,
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company? A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Okay. You're here. Okay, let's save it here, because... wow, this is slow. Yeah, so I left Edgewater, now I went off of Edgewater, and I've gone somewhere else, and now I'm at a second place doing a bit of side missions. I am advising, I'm taking my sweet ass time playing this game. I really just enjoying going around and... why is this not stolen property? That is so stupid.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
I can't persuade and I can't intimidate, which is not good. I was just exploring the ship and stumbled upon this level. If it's nothing personal, I'll get going.
You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill.
Hey Foxy, thank you for the host. Welcome all viewers from the Foxy Loxy stream. Hope that you're having a wonderful Saturday. As you can see, I am playing The Outer Worlds. And I am trying to see... let's see how we can do this. Let's attack.
Their death, our survival.
Alright, sure. That's good. I'm going to be scavenging this area. And they were assholes anyways, so... now it's time to actually visit and look at the area. Whoops.
Shh.
What's this? What's here? Is there anything here worth a hoot? I guess it's just to help. This is just to... okay. We're gonna have to dash now, though. Time for a nap. Have a good stream. Alright, thanks, Foxy. Really appreciate the support. I think I already did this. Trip blade, I really don't care. Left thumbstick. There we go. Break that for parts. That's always good. What's this? Steel axe. Well, nobody's gonna care for that. I'm also...
Something you need?
no, I just wanted to... what was that about back at June Lee's?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
She seemed very competent. She's okay, I guess. Are you alright? Perception, it sounds like you have a crush on her.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater?
Sounds like you're not sure how you feel. This won't interfere with your work, will it? That's more of a relationship than beefy arms and a shared career.
I just met her. How could I be? Alls I know is, I want to talk with her more. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just, she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
Alright, we have to build her confidence. Head back to the ship, Parvati. I'm going on without you. We'll talk later. Okay, I don't know why that was an option, but okay. And what is that? Sure. At this point, I don't think I'm losing any karma by stealing anything here, because there's nothing really... Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Considering I killed everyone, there's really not much here left. So, I could have... Actually, could have blown that up, but... There's always goodies around here. I don't know what that is. Steel skin turner, sure. Hopefully I won't get over encumbered. Oh, scrap mechanical. What is this? Can I take it? That looks like this looks like the equivalent of the power armor. Kind of looks like the same. Anyways. Alright, so what's here? I have to go up for the shit, but I want to see what is around here.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Anything here worth a hoot? Oh, there's a thing here. There's a lot of goodies on this floor. I am happy I found the goodies. Goody, 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 goody. Alright. Oh, that's going down. I want to go up. Unless there's something else down? What is down here? I want to save it so that I do not have to redo this thing over again. Whoever's watching, hope that you're having a spectacular Saturday.
Look out!
Go!
We did it!
Well, that was that. Oh, fuck, because I stole... Shit, okay. Let's load from a previous save. Manual save. Hey, Coin Op! Alright, alright, alright. How are you today, kind sir? I'm really sorry about last night's stream. I really couldn't get a consistent stream going. It kept freezing up on me, and I don't know.
What was that? Incoming!
That was a bit easy.
Here we go!
Who is walking all the way up there? I find the XP in this game like so freaking. The XP is so out of whack. Like you get like an insane amount of XP just for like. Although I have to admit, it is kind of satisfying in a way. Oh, do I get anything from this guy? Energy cell. Sure. I'm sure I'm going to be over encumbered at one point. Actually, I'm doing pretty damn well. So, I am good. So.
Haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by.
McRed's dead.
It's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks, and then blam.
I came to grab some radiator parts. Engineering could use your help installing them. You're probably better off in engineering than down here with the outlaws. What brings you to the back bays?
Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Youth these days have no principles.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work.
I came to grab some radiator parts. Engineering could use your help.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger. Be seeing you, stranger.
Alright, so this is stealing. Nobody's here to see me, so let's scavenge.
Nice.
I got a grenade launcher. Sweet Jesus. Alright. That is good. What's here? Steel purple periphysity. No, I don't give a shit about that. Steel PD. Sure. Ooh, what's good in here? That's only food. I don't need all that. But I do need this. That is very useful. Very useful indeed. Alright, let's go back up. Well, that's nice. That does the same thing. Okay. Let's do this then. Let's just keep it there. Alright. You can go up through there, or you can go up through there. What's the difference? Let's go up through here and see what we have to do. Heavy ammo, always worth it. Shh. There's no one here. A lot of buttons. Too bad you can't interact with them. What's in here? Anybody in here? They can tell me off? No, so before we do anything, let me scavenge the area. This is off, which is weird. That's fine. So, let's get started with the stealing. There's nothing here to read, which is kind of a shame, actually. Even this is not interactive. Is this the door that just leads to the top? I just took a way of doing it. Now, why would I unlock it? Light ammo. Alright. Why can't I go down, apparently? Oh. Oh, I like that. Alright, so let's get the parts. Can you move out of the way, please? Thank you.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Why do I want to unlock that? What's behind this? I'm curious. Yeah, it's just a way to get back in. I just got XP for just hacking, which, whatever. Alright, so let's go to Junli then. I think I did everything I needed to do.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
Isn't that sexy? There we go. Well, that's fun. Bow, ba da 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 da, bow, ba da 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 da, bow. Hope that everybody is having a wonderful Saturday. Chilling out. Having a good time. Playing the video games you like to play. Some people are playing Modern Warfare, Call of Duty. Some people are playing this. Some people are playing Luigi's Mansion. Which apparently is very good. So I cannot... yeah, she's in here, right? Yeah.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
I got the parts for the radiators. What now? What it's like being command around here. You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
The ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change, that transition to command?
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Pravati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Where's the self-destruct can? Aren't you a little young for training a successor? Back to my questions.
You've got my attention.
Okay. You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How do you keep the board at safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
Sure. Alright, I got the parts.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight Mantipillar infestation.
I'll take my way down there. I'll make my way define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I'll make my way down there. I got your parts. Why do I have to go to maintenance shaft?
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
I'm having a good time. I'll be the Storm King in Fortnite. I'm also going to see Joker tonight. Oh, sweet! Yeah, people are liking it. A little dark, but apparently well played. There was this whole hoopla about. Oh yeah, it's true. I'm not supposed to go down here, right? Where do I go? Julie told me, get on, fix the radiator, install the new parts of the radiator. She warned you to go armed.
Game into question.
Alright.
Both teams have tested negative for performance.
I have to go there, but
a toss ball
where's
first.
the elevator? Is there an elevator?
Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair.
Oh, I guess that's where the elevator is.
Hey, Mr. Vicker, do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes. And go on to return why. I just want to have a conversation.
I hear sounds.
Where were we? You're supposed to say yes. Incoming!
Why am I on fire? Oh. Unlike VATS, I can't see where the fuck the... Incoming where? I guess there. Okay.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused. They're not sure what they kill next. Speak fast if you can. Shoot fast if you can. Over 6 minutes.
Oh shit. Fuck. Like, that's stupid. Yeah, going back to Joker. I heard good things about it, but there was like a scare that everybody would turn on Halloween would start going haywire in the movie theaters and start doing like what they did with Batman, because they would associate with the Joker. And yeah, that's intense. When you start, you can't release movies anymore because you're scared of what the fucking they're gonna do, like what people are gonna do. That's archive logs and transmissions. Our arrival confirmation. Auxiliary monitoring station to HHB Earth HQ, transmitted via probe archived at source. It is my honor to report that Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point. Having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at their intended colony worlds, may they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent training post, repair shop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I close this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Chief Goying. I've heard Jack and Phoenix giving a chilling performance. Yeah, well, it's a Joker. So the best way that I can describe, I didn't see the movie, but from what people have told me, the best way that I can describe the movie is that it's a character loosely based on the Joker. So get out of your mind that it's a Joker that you're traditionally like whatever Joker even the Heath Ledger version of it. Get it out of your head. It's a guy that's tormented that finds, you know, refuge in this character. It's not really something that's you've seen before in terms of the Joker. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be. It looks apparently he gives a really good performance. Let me know how it turns out and how you like it. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. I wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't a nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise or our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even with the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Chief Goying. Return to route. Exit. Alright, that was it. Alright. Yeah, it's well, from what I understand, it's like it's nothing that you've seen that's the Joker you're accustomed to, right? So there's no mention of Batman, there's no mention of it. It's basically a tormented soul that becomes what he becomes. That's it. Enough about that. I don't want to ruin the movie for you. I didn't see it either, but I don't want to ruin I don't want to ruin it for you, so is there anything here? Hey, look at that, a big cartridge. How much bits do I have? 261. Alright. Alright. So let's head over here. I scavenged what I needed to scavenge. So there's something in there. Yeah. So what's on the other side? I have to go.
Unexpected sweeping deep.
Watch out, Captain!
Alright. That's that. Oh, that's barred, so I can't even go up there. Okay, so I must have to go to the other side and go up. Alright. Anything here? Nope. Oh, I almost didn't see that freaking hacking module.
System.
I have leveled up. Is there anything here? Oh, there is.
Performing.
Here they come.
starting to run low on this shit. There's something up there. There's somebody down there.
Die first.
Alright, so let us, well, actually, let me schedule my schedule. No, resume. Alright, alright, did that. Let's save. The movie I'm actually anticipating to go watch, and I want to go watch, is Dark Fate. So, on the podcast that I do, aroundtable.ca, I know it's a cheap plug, but that's not the point. I had made the argument that really, all that for a fucking model spaceship? Really? Really? For fuck's sake. There was two movies that were like retro, returned from a retro stream, right? You had, oh, that's the thing.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command.
Lithium fluid pressure at 23%, solid state. So, going back to my, so I had said that, for me personally, at the time when I saw the trailers, I thought that Rambo, the last Rambo, The Last Blood, I think was going to be the more successful movie. Because I had faith in Sylvester Stallone with what he did with the fourth Rambo, just called Rambo, and what he did with Creed, right? So I'm like, you know what? It might actually be good. Turns out that was the shittier movie. And I had said that Terminator Dark Fate felt like they were just rehashing old things. They were bringing back Linda Hamilton, Arnold again. They just keep bringing the same thing. And I thought, oh, they're just bringing it in to cash in. And what you're seeing in the preview is basically the movie. And I was completely wrong on that. And, yeah. Whew. The staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Old plans, new problems. Found some Chief Guying's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she spent half of her career patching it up. Lot of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I've also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. Alright. Oh, there we go. Reminder, non-expendable personnel must exit the maintenance shaft after activating the cycling protocol.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Sure. Oh, I have to go down here and take the elevator. Eh. Woo. Apparently, the Rambo movie is really bad. I didn't necessarily like the reviews though for that movie, because it was a little bit I don't know, not elitist.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Alright.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Alright, cool. Reputation increased. Alright. Journal. One of the doctors, blah, blah, blah. Dr. Dorset said that Captain Irion is most likely somewhere in Celia. Speak to Lilia Hagen. Lilia Hagen sends Sublight Savage and shipping. Her office is located on Grand Brands Promenade next to the Spratverst vendor. Sure. Let's do that. I don't know how to get out of here though. Oh, it's there. Oh, Sublight. Oh, okay. Did I read this? I think I did. Let me save the game before I do anything. Resume. Will last another contractor to UDL gunship. This is our daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from the authorities. And that is that. We are Stay Calm. Present your papers. If we get tangled up in the courts, I will personally bail you out. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? I could use some reliable help. Unlike most of you sprats, Catherine is bringing Sublight a consistent income. From today, I will say so. You're to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension for my desk. LH, fall break shipment. Purpleberry liquor lots, Spectrum vodka, blah blah blah. P.S. Tobias, where are we with that desk extension? This week in salvage, my scanner says the Mardits impounded a freelancer ship after the captain misbehaved. The crew dropped so many bits at Vera's place that they can't afford to lift the impound. Whoever gets me salvage rights gets to sit quietly in my office and watch a professional work. One of ours had an altercation with one of theirs. Lost another contractor. Scrapped the ship, dedicated a tenth of the salvage to funeral expenses. I take care of my people. A little sprat told me that a crate of spoiled cysty pork ended up at the bottom of the Monarch Canyon. Okay. Let's see how much we can sell. Speaking of which, no one eat at Auntie Cleo's stall until I say so. Something in the kitchen's gone bad. The next time one of us finds an abandoned ship and decommissions it, they had better dispatch a ground team to the debris field before the marauders have their turn. Just because we're salvagers doesn't mean we have to be scavengers. Alright. Where is she? Let's go up.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable?
The name's Captain Corporate Gamer. That's right, name's Captain Hawthorne. How'd you know?
Money. We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that as a yes. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
So you're a Sublight employee?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
I should go.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Should I lie? Should I be honest?
At least one system on Groundbreaker still works. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
I didn't kill him. Don't let ADA hear you calling her ship names. Hawthorne, never heard of him.
I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
What's so special about Stellar Bay? By the way, thank you, Integer, for the host. Really appreciate it.
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
I don't have the nav key, but I'll take the job.
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
I take it Sublight isn't strictly a salvage operation?
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
What kind of other sectors does Sublight pursue other than salvage and shipping?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
So you're a company of bureaucratic pirates. Sounds complicated but profitable.
Good boy. Knew you'd understand.
You're very honest about Sublight's criminal side. How organized is this business? Back to my other questions. I'm leaving.
Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
How organized is this business?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
Back to my other questions.
Ask.
I'm leaving.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be broke yet. We'll take anything. Sublight for life. The corporation's never lifted a finger for me.
Well, this is useful. I could have hacked this, but there's no point. Dangerous Frontiers by Ophelia Sweeney. It is intriguing how we devoted our resources to the stars when there were still so many problems to be solved on Earth. Exposing our fragile species to the breadth of the cosmos renders settlers and spacers alike vulnerable to the mysteries of other worlds. The fate of an outbound civilization could hinge on a single miscalculation, an unobserved variable, and any number of alien catastrophes. Recklessness and impatience are perhaps hardwired features of humanity, and not errors in our genes, as others might imply. Alright.
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
Lily Hay needs someone to navigate ceremony. Okay, so you found a job. So next I have to go to Gladys Rest and Go.
CNP Borscht Pocket.
I must have already seen this. Yeah, I did this. What is this? That's the medical bay. Spacer's Choice.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's
Taste the
Choice.
freedom.
Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
You work at Spacer's Choice. Ever been to Edgewater?
Heard of it. My orientation Aetherwave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
Well, don't go looking into it. It's not so bad. They're struggling, but they got good hearts.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a Spacer's Choice spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
Fair warning, you'll be logged in on one of the public terminals. Let's see what you got a sale. I forgot to ask you about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
You doing all right in there? Speak up, I can hear you. Where can I get a hat like yours? Enough hat talk, let's get something.
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
That guy feels like he's been at that job for like 40 years and he's just fed up. Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our lunar
Talk about
eclipse
diverting
mix.
every question.
That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Does Spacer's Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
To be quite honest, this character was written, I guarantee you it was written by somebody that was in customer service for years. Actually in customer service. Because this is spot on. After so long, you're kind of blah to everything else when people come and see you. Do you need me to help you to get out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now. Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you? Lunar Green, the future is spearmint.
Where can I get a hat like yours?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
I am addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job, it may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sure. Sorry if I pushed you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest. Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
Fair warning, you're still logged in one of the public terminals.
Shit. Oh, shit. No,
yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security?
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got for sale.
Have a look.
Alright, Spacer's Choice. What can I sell? I can definitely sell this. Grenade launcher.
It's always fucking freezing in the base.
Okay, let's save this because I don't know what's going to happen here. I want to see if I can... I don't need any of this. Alright, so, rest and go.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military service and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products.
Alright,
Military service does
let's
not
take a look around. See,
Were you really in jail, Mr. Max? And you were our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar. I was not a prisoner.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no bearing on my ability to minister to my flock, and was therefore not worth mentioning.
I'm probably going to have to come here at one point. Yeah, they must love being all wet. Shit. Let's go through a door.
Oh, you got that?
I need a holographic shroud, which I didn't get. So let's go back. Oh. Squatter's Journal. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. Far as anyone's concerned, I'm Groundbreaker's trash. That's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on as their crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. Oh, the washroom. I guess I can sell that. Alright. So...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular
did I go up?
advertisement for the following.
I didn't go up yet. What's up there?
Citizens often ask why there aren't enough new faces in the house.
It's barred. Unlock with a Go key card. Okay.
I picked up some weird chatter on my way in. Seemed to come from Monarch?
I'm always worried when I'm going to do something. Always worried. Eyes wide. Alright, resume. Pay-to-view movies. Note, pay-to-view is restricted to diamond level guests, but feel free to peruse the catalog. Entertainment cartridges are available for rent at the main desk. There are currently 0 cartridges in stock. Synopsis. Rest and Go guest synopsis. Raised by wilderness primals, one man will leave the jungle he knows to explore the one he doesn't. Keystone. He came for Nannerspank, but he stayed for love. Can a young corporate executive color this creature, or will she awaken the beast within? Rated Pack-NS for passion, anthropoid, and consensual nannerspanking. Synopsis. My big canid friend. A lab-grown giant canid goes on an adorable rampage, leading a family of scientists on a wild chase across Emerald Vale. Spending the holiday away from home proves to be a chore, but the family soon realizes that true friends are the monsters you meet along the way. Rated FSR 11 for fun time, stimulated rampage, and body count 11. Ooh, I actually get to read this. From Veritas to Iceman, be careful. One of the UB squealers came asking for you, wanted to know what you would like to drink, who you like to talk to, what your temperament's like. Tried to pay me off. I took the bits and told her to pack of lies. Watch your back when you get in. Don't want to find you in the waste disposal chute. Veritas to Iceman, space for the ISCC. Icy, been a while since I heard from you. You're on the long haul out of the Shkova. Right now, hope it goes well. I got a space for you and yours to meet when you get back. It's just a storage room, but it's quiet and safer than the bar. Should be able to accommodate most of your folks. No fees or anything, just let me buy you a beer. Rizzo PR to McRed. We have reviewed your proposal for the 10th time and still do not agree that galactic mushroom is an acceptable flavor for a Rizzo beverage. Even if it were to pursue the idea, the samples you sent us are dangerously hallucinogenic. The unopened package alone caused mayhem in our receiving bay. Please don't reach out to us again. Baking with Edna. Synopsis. Jeez. In this time-honored culinary classic, Chef Edna gives valuable life lessons while she cooks from the book of approved cakes. Learn to maintain a structured kitchen, obey your head chef, achieve a good sponge, and obey your sous chef. Edna is the boss in her kitchen. Now she can be the boss of yours. Synopsis. If the walls of Orbital Hospital could talk, they'd shriek with terror. These doctors have seen it all. Zero-G cyst lancing, extraterrestrial teratoma. Next, on a very special episode, in order to trap a Shem thief, Dr. Margrave must become a serial arsonist. Don't forget to see Space Hospital Nights for steamy suspense. Space Hospital Nights. Broderick's Brood. An ordinary colony, family daydreams of an extraordinary. While Lucia works in the factory canning processed borscht, her ham-handed husband cooks up schemes to land her a big promotion. Will that lovable fool ever learn to be satisfied with what he has? Hey, how's it going? Broderick's Brood is a testament to the less is success family lifestyle. All right. Just gonna save here. How you doing, Ronan or Slayin?
What do you think you're doing?
I'll pay you 30 pips, look the other way. Lie, intimidate, persuade. I was just leaving.
Just be careful next time.
Sure. Oh man, my reputation's decreased. Whoops. That's why I always save. Yip, yip. How you doing, Slayin? Partying it up on this fine Saturday, well, afternoon here. But the picture on the right looks like it's taking a shit. But that's okay. That's nor here nor there. Alright. Ooh, I have enough to.
She show you that ceramic mantipillar too?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
That sounds yummy. Let me see what you got for sale. Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
10,000 bits? Tell me about this. Any chance discount price if you sent me? No one's ever found my bits lacking.
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here. Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Say no more, I'm in. Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Maybe it's some sort of automated message?
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
If it's a corporate town with something to hide, why the SOS?
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
So you need someone to snoop around for you?
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
You can count on me.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Sure. Fuck, I don't have that many. Can I sell my junk? Alright, well, at least there's that. Repair, I don't need anything to repair. Oh, this thing is insane. I didn't remember Oh, that's what she bought. Okay, that's her... Yeah. There's things I don't even know I'm ever gonna use. How much is this? 5,000. Fuck. Nope. I can't steal anything in here. Alright, so I gotta go back to the ship. Why do I have her?
If you're here...
I want to talk about an opportunity mentioned.
Yes.
What did you want me to do again? Thanks, really.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Sure. Alright, journal. Back to the ship, I guess. That's not the way out, I guess. Where is the way out?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have
This is gonna go clusterfuck very fast. Resume.
negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. You've been listening to Halcyon News, your mandated duty as a good citizen of Halcyon.
Anti-riot gear. Do I have to take it back from this one? Oh, I can't. Okay. Bit cartridge.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
What kind of business you have here, you and Gladys running?
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
Business? What do you and Gladys do here?
Glass ear? Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
But I'm standing right here.
Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of Groundbreaker's engines has really got to me over the years.
You think? Are you just pretending you can't hear me so you don't have to answer questions?
Huh? What? Huh. Now that I heard.
How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
How does Groundbreaker keep the the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
How the hell did I get in here?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Oh, I got through here. There we go. Jeez.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Pine. You want to touch? Right here.
I am Buzz Lightyear. Beyond. That's stealing, right? Yeah. Someone's.
What do you think you're doing?
Persuade?
Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
Yeah, that's fine. How do I get on there?
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not.
Can you help me get this cleared up?
I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade. Have yourself a pleasant day.
She likes her job. Alright, so I can't do that. So let's do that. Deliver said Captain Arian is likely somewhere in Cilia. Go find him and make sure he's okay. Okay, I can't go with that up there because it's on another map. Ellie thinks there's something amiss. Ellie doesn't been able to get through to Jesse, but you can try. Thanks to your introduction, Pavarti and Julie headed off. Check in on Pavarti back on the ship. Vicar Max believes blah, blah, blah. Vicar Max wants to track down the scholar who told him to ban Journal of Bakunu in the order to translate its writing. If the scholar has been through the Groundbreakers recently, Max thinks he can track him down by accessing the data cartridge in the terminal in the Groundbreakers security office. Alright. That sounds about right.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever...
Restricted access. Huh. Well, I do have a workbench though. So let's see what I can do. Heavy machine gun. Wow. Assault rifle. Okay, repair, breakdown. Assault rifle, plasma rifle. I can break this down. That's no, that's a no. Light. Montag. Uh. How the fuck did I go?
Hey there.
Looking for a drink. Any recommendations? Zero.
Be seeing you.
Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Cleo Freighter, hauling Tabacorn, do spade. Rizzo Freighter, hauling Purpleberry, everything do spade. Freelancer, possibly sublight, do spade. Freelancer, definitely sublight. Do waived. Unreliable, business unknown, impounded. Hawthorne shim, but no Hawthorne. Wonder what happened there. Freelancer, sublight, freelancer, none, blah, 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 blah. Space Resource Freighter, okay. Dissatisfied user to security. These conditions. This is a joke, right? I'm forwarding this around the station and no one thinks that you're real. And if you are, welcome to the Groundbreakers, asshole. From security to dissatisfied user. Aren't fit for cysty pigs. You honestly expect me to share a berth with some junker flown by the freelancer? By a freelancer? I am a company man and I demand company accommodations. Auntie Cleo would give you such a withering glare if she saw how you treated her two-time employee of the month. Yeah, that's me, bruh. You signed a social contract when you gave me clearance to land. I asked for what is mine by right. Room to breathe, a heated berth so I can walk around barefoot and service with a smile. You've given me 1 out of 3. I'll give you until I hit send to rectify this error. Security to Wildcat. Harassment. Don't bother. We're on our way. Wildcat to security. Hey, I landed here 15 minutes ago and this crazy guy with no shoes on has been throwing shit at my rig. Like actual shit. Can I open fire or what? It's amazing this guy lets me like go into the like. That's stupid. Anyways.
Not so fast. What do you think you're doing?
Well, that's odd.
I don't want any trouble.
Sure. That's awesome to fucking get freaking XP. This is the. Where the fuck am I going?
This is Halcyon News.
That's Bard. Yeah, I already came here. Oakley dokley. Do 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 do. That's restricted. How the fuck did I get in before? Like seriously. How the fuck did I get in? It's from here? No. I'm back where I started. Eh. This didn't do anything. No! I had to go through customs. Where the fuck do you have to? So basically, I can't do anything.
Purpleberry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
understand why I keep...
Gracious. I was... What do you want then?
You mentioned Groundbreaker's outside the board's control.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei.
What do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will.
Who's Miss Junlei?
Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed, and she took the helm. She's neck deep in the ship guts by day, slap fighting with the board by night.
She seemed capable of handling the board well enough.
Hold on. You already met her. What are you asking me about her for?
I'm curious, what do you think of her?
Bit straight-laced for my tastes, but that's just her nature. She's fierce, too. A fighter. And between you and me, I think the fight's starting to wear on her. Go right ahead, sweet.
What do you do here?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear.
Nice.
But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
Why'd the board recall Stellar Bay's nav keys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Give me a second. Alright, so basically I have to... Oh, coin up. It's all good. It's all good. Thanks for passing by, man. Really appreciate it. The Twitch app on the iPhone drains your battery like there's no tomorrow. Alright, so where do I have to go for Mr. Shitty Pantser? What's his name? Halcyon. There's only one place I didn't actually visit, actually. And that's the place. Haven't seen him in days. He already came here. Alright. Let's save.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
For the following
I
story.
think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
I've asked Halcyon News to make a statement regarding rumors.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Forget Alex. Would you impound my ship? I'm going to wring your scrawny neck, you spat fuck. You sprat fuck. Give me back my ship. Alex isn't important. I'm here to turn in Phineas Wells. I'm not dealing with this right now.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss. Forget Alex. Will you impound my ship? I'm going to be...
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with him?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep, he sure did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
He was eaten alive by feral canids. He died in an escape pod accident. Trust me, you don't want to know the details. I should give him the benefit of the doubt and lie. He won't know better.
No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
Again, I'm very sorry. Can we go back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why, the board's so impressed in Wells anyway.
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think that I know anything about Wells?
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What about this board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
Alright, I'll tell you where Wells is.
What?
Phineas Wells is a mad scientist wanted by the board, right? Before you get down to business, I need to be sure I can trust you. Wells, I meant smells. It really smells in here. Maybe you should open the door. Before we get done, I need to make sure I can trust you.
All right, I suppose. How might I assuage your fears?
Why do you work for the board?
Whom else would I work for? Those sublight thugs? That Tennyson woman? The sweaty masses in the groundside townships? The board is the only force for order in this rough and tumble colony of ours. Without them, we'd all starve to death or meet our end in a canid's jaws.
Do you enjoy working for them?
That's a curious question. I can't say I've ever considered how my personal satisfaction factors into the work I do. Permit me to answer your question another way. In Byzantium, I was one among many. I often felt lost in the hurry and expanse of the capital. Here I have a measure of power and suffer little oversight. It makes for a different kind of loneliness, but it's one I've found I can endure.
That doesn't tell me why I should trust you.
I understand. And I would ask the same of you, but I suspect I'd find your answers less than satisfactory, wouldn't I?
I want what's best for the colony. That's why I want to turn in Phineas in. I don't know how to answer that. You shouldn't trust me or anyone.
Indeed. And you know where he is? Excelsior! An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career. I'll send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, only... Oh, law. Oh, no.
Let me guess, there's a catch.
Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons.
So far, so entirely expected. What happened?
I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
Stray too much from the, straight and narrow, and one may just find himself assigned pastoral duty in a maximum security penitentiary.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It was a mistake, and I'd like to put it behind me. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board.
You have to be kidding me. How stupid can you be? What possessed you to pawn your official seal?
That's really neither here nor there, don't you think? I've been working on something on the side, all right? Something not entirely, on the level.
You'll feel better if you get it off your chest.
It's a little silly, I'll admit. Silly and completely illegal. I'd be forced into early retirement if the board found out. I produce bootleg serials. I can't help myself. Jurisprudence After Hours, or All My Colonists, The New Immortals, romance, tragedy, debt collection. And they're all mine.
That was you? Oh my stars. All My Colonists is just... Well, it gave me a story hangover for days, Mr. Udom.
You're a fan? I've never met one in the flesh. I suddenly feel quite naked.
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Udom. I don't judge.
The heart wants what it wants, as they say, and mine yearns for the adoration of the masses. Held at a comfortable distance, of course.
I've heard your serials. You're like really famous. You're right, the board wouldn't like this at all. I should tell them. Wow, that's really interesting.
Flatterer.
Okay, so you need money to make the serials. How do you get it?
I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
Stray too much from the,
I'll thank you not to question. It's only... So... Oh, it might...
Architect have mercy. You don't possess a lick of sense, do you?
You can't say anything worse to me than what I've already said to myself. Now, let's get...
I think that's a perfect time to frickin' stop my, science. Unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. Vendor prices. Being a shrewd negotiator. You've grown healthier over time. Base health. Alright, I'm going to save that. And that will be it for me this afternoon. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for passing by and spending some time with me. Before I go, I'd like to say thank you to whoever hosted me, Big Bad Bizarre Gaming, Overrider, Wasteland Ruckus, PK Theater, The Nixter 15, The Great Champino, Angry Gorilla, Still the Bad Guy Gaming, Mr. Garf 1988, Gallows Adler, Got to Choose, Creative Dude, Foxy Loxy, and The Integer. Thank you so much for the hosts. Thanks CoinOp and Slayer for passing by, and Foxy for passing by and saying hello and just popping by. Hope that you have a wonderful Saturday. Like usual, if you want to read my reviews, you can go to aroundtable.ca. If you like what you see, you can sign up to our newsletter. It gets released every 2 weeks. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. Corporate Gamer as well. You can find me on all those platforms as well. I'm on Twitter at Corporate Gamer 9. I'm on Instagram as Corporate Gamer. Facebook, Corporate Gamer. I also have my YouTube channel, Corporate Gamer, where you can see all my streams, my previous streams that I've done, and also you can see my podcast that I just revived from the dead. So you guys can catch that on my channel on YouTube. All right, guys, have a wonderful Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tonight, but I will be definitely streaming tomorrow for my retro stream. All right, guys, have a good one, and I shall see you next time. Ciao.